Hi, Tom here. Capricorn, I want to talk to you for just a moment. Not the version of you that keeps everything together. Not the version of you that people rely on. I want to talk to the part of you that hurts gently, that hurts quietly. Because this is how you handle emotional pain. You don't fall apart in front of people. You don't make noise about it. You don't let it derail your life. You carry it. When something hurts you, your instinct isn't to collapse. It's to endure. You tighten up. You go inward. You tell yourself, I'll deal with this once everything else is handled. And most of the time, you do. You keep functioning. You keep producing. You keep showing up. But what people don't realize is that when you're hurting, you don't stop feeling. You just stop expressing it. For you, emotional pain feels like pressure, a heaviness in your chest, a weight in your body, a quiet sense of responsibility that never fully turns off. You don't ask, why did this hurt me? You ask, what do I do now? And that's one of your greatest strengths. But it's also how pain gets buried. Because instead of processing it, you turn it into discipline. You turn heartbreak into structure. You turn disappointment into productivity. You turn grief into perseverance. And from the outside, it looks impressive. But inside, it can feel lonely. Capricorn, there's something important you need to hear. You often feel like you don't get permission to break. Like, if you fall apart, everything else will too. You stay composed. You stay logical. You stay strong. Even when you're exhausted, even when you're hurting, even when you wish someone would just notice and say, you don't have to be the strong one right now. When emotional pain hits you, you don't talk about it immediately. You store it. You postpone it. You promise yourself you'll deal with it later. And sometimes that later just never comes. Instead, the pain settles in your body. It shows up as tension, as fatigue, as a quiet sadness you can't quite name. You don't always experience sharp emotional pain. You experience enduring emotional weight. And here's the truth most people miss about you. You are not cold. You are not emotionally distant. You aren't disconnected either. You are protective. You learned early on that staying capable was safer than being vulnerable. That being steady was more reliable than being emotional. So you became strong. But sometimes, Capricorn, you hold everything together so tightly that there's no more room left for you. The hidden cost of the way you handle emotional pain is that you start believing your value comes from how much you endure. how much you carry, how much you survive without complaint. And that belief slowly wears you down. Because your worth was never meant to be proven through suffering. So here's what actually helps you heal. Not in theory, but in actual practice. You heal when you give your emotions structure instead of suppressing them. You don't need chaos to heal. You need safe containers. For you, healing starts when you schedule space to feel, just like you would schedule responsibility. That might mean writing your thoughts down instead of holding on to them, or sitting alone without distraction, even for like 10 minutes. Letting yourself name the feeling instead of actually fixing it. Not to solve it, just to acknowledge it. You heal when you stop turning pain into a performance of strength. You don't need to be impressive while you're hurting. You heal when you allow yourself to say, even quietly, "This hurt me more than I thought." You heal when you let yourself rest emotionally without labeling it as weakness. Another thing that helps you heal, and this is an important one, it's physical grounding. Your emotions live in your body more than you realize. Slow walks, intentional movement, breathing deeply into your chest. These aren't small things for you. They're releasing valves. Your nervous system needs permission to exhale. And Capricorn, one of the most powerful healing shifts you can make is allowing selective vulnerability. Not with everyone, and not all at once, but with one safe person. Someone who doesn't need you to be strong. Someone who doesn't expect solutions. Just presence. You don't need to explain everything. You don't need to justify your feelings. You just need to be seen without performing resilience. If you're listening to this and your chest feels heavy right now, that's not weakness. That's recognition. That's the part of you that's been carrying way too much for way too long and finally being acknowledged. And I want you to remember this. The way you handle emotional pain isn't wrong. It's powerful. It's resilient. It's disciplined. It just doesn't mean you have to carry it alone anymore. You are not defined by how much you endure. You are defined by who you are when you finally allow yourself to soften. Before you go, there's something important you should know. You are not just one sign. You are a cosmic mosaic. Your sun sign is the energy you grow into, the core of your identity. Your moon sign is your inner world, the emotional truth you rarely show. Your rising sign is the energy you radiate, how the world experiences you. And your Venus sign reveals how you love, what you value, and how you connect. Each one of these signs is a different layer of your soul. Each one shapes your destiny in its own way. So if you want a fuller understanding of who you truly are, don't stop here. After this video, go watch my other videos with your sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Together they form your cosmic blueprint. A map of your psychology, your emotions, your relationships, and your purpose. You are not one sign. You are a universe learning to understand itself. Take care and be calm.